Hello everyone. This video might be interesting for those who actually sell junk journals because there is actually a lot of materials here in this bundle, and if you're just playing with your own junk journal, I don't think you'll need this much. Anyway, I will quickly go through these pages, not all of them because there are too many of them. I don't want to kill your time. So you will have an idea of what you can find here. I have divided all the paper into a few sections, if I can say so, and I will introduce them to you right now. In this pile you will find a lot of book pages. Not all of them are old, not all of them are vintage. There are also some modern book pages. These are from an English class, I think. This book was about sign language, I think. But as for the rest, they're quite old. Some of them are super fragile. They're falling apart in your hands, so you have to be sort of careful when you play with them. Many of these pages are in Dutch because I live in the Netherlands, but there are also a lot of other languages. Here you will find here English, German, Italian, Spanish, Russian, Portuguese, Turkish, French. I'm not sure I can name all of them right now. Anyway, you will find here like a lot of different languages. There are not only book pages but also newspapers. These come from some art journal, and in another section you will find the actual paintings that are described in these pages. This is one of my favorites. The book is called Survival in the Antarctic, so you can learn something useful. Actually, this is the part that I really like about all of these pages. It's not that you can just decorate something with it. It's also you start reading it and you find it interesting probably, and then you start like googling it and find some interesting stories or do some research. It's more than just a decorative element. Oh, here they are. The paintings that are described on these pages. Here you can see the pages from Dutch Bible. These are from Turkish dictionary. These are from some French songbook. Maybe it's a Bible, I'm not sure. No, it's not. These are from a cookbook. These are like super old. Some of these pages, well, you can say they're old, and I don't have the numbers now, but there are pages from 19th century. I think the oldest book of mine was from 1883, and there are definitely pages from that book here. In this pile you will find tea-stained paper. My mom did it for me. I call her a professional. She's making all these nice stains. I like the sound. And by the way, the papers come from different packs, so the quality of paper is also different, even like the shade and texture. Some blank decorated pages. And here are some also blank, colorful pages. black and brown, and also of these colors. These are illustrations. They also come from different books, old ones, new ones. You will find here like really big illustrations like this. This come from a drawing book, I think. Yes. Here they teach you how to draw animals, people, different stuff. And the others come from, I don't know, children's book, poetry book. I don't remember where these come from, but I did cut them out so you can actually glue them or sew them on your page. I think these are pretty old handwriting. And these came from old newspapers, adverts. Some soap, Palmolive soap. I think these are cool. Book illustrations, some notebook illustrations, and writing space also. This is a cover from some sewing book. I think it was about making clothes for your dolls. I'm not sure. Some coloring pages, more illustrations from children books. These are from Winnie the Pooh and other cartoons, the bird book illustrations. And this one, I don't remember, it was some Christmas book, something about Christmas. This is my favorite part because these are vintage papers that I found in some abandoned place. Not just a place, it was a house of an old man who died, and the house is open, and I found a lot of these kind of treasures there. Well, not all of them come from that place, but I think almost everything, apart from, let's say, this map and this school notebook cover. It's really old. And this comes from that cover that I just showed you a few seconds ago. Some illustration, and finally these are the notes of that man. Actually, I have a story about him. I won't tell it to you, but he did love the poetry. He did write some of this. These are in Russian and Ukrainian, and you can see this handwriting. It's also from him. It was something like this, I think, sort of mini book. And here also, I think these are beautiful. There are a few pages written with typing machine. These are the Christmas and New Year greetings. Actually, this stuff is spicy. It's sort of a love note, love letter. And most of them dated, what's the date? 1985. I did find some notes from 71. I'm not sure if it's in this pile. Of course, you do realize that the bundles will be a bit different. I'm not sure if I said I made five of them. They're quite similar, almost the same. It's just, of course, I cannot give you the same pages like this because they're unique. But generally, you will find more or less the same stuff. Anyway, here I have more of these old pages that are really cool for writing. I have to scan some of them, make them printable, because I don't really have too many of these. And this one is like super old note page. And just a few more of these data papers. Another pile is also about the writing space. I know that many of you who make junk journals struggle with making the page writable and yet interesting. So here's the solution. Here are a lot of writing pages that are interesting and yet blank. I found most of it in some stationery shops, so if you don't know where to find some interesting writing space, like Ace, I don't know, I really find it interesting. You just go there and you might be surprised how much they can offer you. So there are pages of different sizes, colors, I don't know, textures. Long story short, a lot of stuff to play with, to write on, to make your journal more interesting. These are, I think, my favorite in these bundles. They are so cool for making this Midori journal. I don't have too many of them, but I do have some. And these are, I think these are receipts. Yes. By the way, Thai. We have also Thai language here. Recipe, in some recipe book. And also I have a bunch of envelopes that will also help you in your journaling. They're always useful, especially if you have them in different colors and textures. They give you this nice writing space and storing space and color. So as I mentioned, I have 5 of these bundles. I don't have a number of these pages. I'm not sure if I'm gonna count them even for making a list in my Etsy shop. I don't see the point, but I can give you the weight. The weight of this bundle is about 1 kilo and 800 grams, maybe a bit more. Anyway, it's close to 2 kilos. So you please feel free visit my Etsy shop if you're interested. And I hope these pages will enrich your journaling process or the process of making your junk journals, and that you will get a better result. I have a lot of questions about where I get my different papers from, and I say it took me about 5 years to arrange this collection. I buy the stuff from stationery shops, from some flea markets, flea shops. I order some stuff online. I find some stuff in abandoned places, and some pages I make, like tea stained paper. So for those of you who are just beginning, I want you to know that this is a long process, that in the very beginning you will be buying stuff you will not work with. It's not only about the paper, it's about the tools, about different materials. You just have to be prepared for that. Don't get too upset when you feel like, oh, I shouldn't buy this and that. This is a part of the process. This is the way you learn. And there will definitely be stuff that you will have to, I don't know, throw away or give it to someone else or sell it or, I don't know, recycle it. And as for me, just so you know, this is the amount of kinds of papers that I work with right now. My shelves are full of it, and I'm happy and unhappy with it because it takes me so much time to clean up and to revise what I have. And sometimes I forget what I have, and then I suddenly find something and say, oh, I wish I had it when I was making this journal. So I wish it to be organized, and I wish you to enjoy. your crafting. Thank you for your attention, and please stay safe, healthy, and creative.